Hello and welcome to the show. I am Joe Tophat. On October 24th, 1936, the Saturday Evening Post published a story called The Devil and Daniel Webster. Written by Stephen Vincent Benet, The Devil and Daniel Webster tells the story of how a farmer sells his soul to the devil and gets Daniel Webster, a real-life lawyer, statesman, and orator from the early 1800s, to defend him in court. All I can say is, anyone who is willing to take on the devil is okay in my book. The story was adapted into two movies, 1941's All That Money Can Buy and 2001's Shortcut to Happiness. Chances are that most of you haven't read the original story or have seen either movie. But it's very likely that you've seen animated adaptations. The Devil and Daniel Webster was loosely adapted in Pinky and the Brain's Halloween special, where Pinky sells his soul so Brain could rule the world, and in The Simpsons' Treehouse of Horror, The Devil and Homer Simpson, where Homer sells his soul for a donut. Before either series was made, Nirvana, the animation studio that brought us classic shows like Babar, The Adventures of Tintin, and The Care Bears, created their own animated adaptation in 1978 called The Devil and Daniel Mouse. A rarely seen special that's never gotten a DVD release. Is this for the best? Let's find out. Just so that we're clear, Daniel Mouse isn't a mouse version of Daniel Webster. He's a struggling musician who performs with his partner Jan. They perform their song Look Where the Music Can Take You at what I can guess is a club, but the few people who are listening don't seem to care for the song. The owner fires Daniel and Jan simply because their style of music is too old-fashioned. Jan feels like they should quit, but Daniel isn't willing to do so. He believes that someday they will be a big success, and if they work hard, they will make it. Jan doesn't share his optimism. Like so many people who want quick success, she wants to be famous right now. Some may find Jan whiny, but I see her as somebody who's faced rejection once too many times. Daniel's speech about working hard was probably something she heard a million times before, and it just isn't bringing her comfort anymore. Anyway, Daniel goes off to pawn his guitar to get some money to buy groceries. Jan wanders around feeling sorry for herself when she runs into Beelzebub. I gotta say, I love his design. He looks like a fat red dinosaur. I'm a little surprised they gave him a white suit to wear, as you normally think of the devil wearing black. It doesn't look good on him, though. He tells Jan that he's a record producer who can make her rich and famous. All she has to do is sign his contract. As tempting as the offer was, Jan wanted to wait until Daniel came back before making the decision. Beelzebub tells her that it's fine with him. He'll be back next year with the contract. Not wanting to wait, Jan agrees to sign. Only this contract requires her to sign with her blood. I know Jan is desperate for fame and fortune, but who in their right mind would sign a contract in blood? Especially with somebody who looks like that. Beelzebub gives Jan his assistant Wheeze Weasel to help her out. Wheeze provides Jan, now known as Funky Jan, with everything she needs like a backup band, costumes, and all the right gigs. Jan, or Funky Jan, does become a music sensation. She has hit albums and important magazines want to interview her. Her success doesn't go to her head, though. During one interview, she doesn't seem to know what to think of her success. I think she was missing her friend Daniel, who was trying to see her, but Weez kept him away. At the end of her biggest concert, Beelzebub flies down in the form of a bird to collect Jan's soul. I'm impressed by the choice of animals for the bad guys. Wheeze Weasel being a weasel, and Beelzebub coming in as a bird. Both animals being predators to mice. Nice symbolism. Anyway, Jan refuses to go and points out that her contract gives her until midnight. Beelzebub, who hates technicalities, agrees to give her until midnight. Jan runs to her bandmates for help, but they refuse to help her since she didn't pay her union dues. Remember that now. That will be important later. Jan goes to Daniel, who is more than happy to help her. He demands a trial to challenge the contract. Beelzebub agrees to a trial on the condition that he gets to pick the judge, Wheeze Weasel, the jury, damn souls from the music industry, and that Daniel's soul is his if he loses. Daniel agrees to his terms, showing what a true friend he is. Being that he's a musician and not a lawyer, Daniel struggles to find a good defense. He tries to use the defense that Jan wasn't old enough or big enough to sign the contract, but Beelzebub dismisses both. Daniel then points out that there isn't enough members of the jury, so Beelzebub adds more. With nothing else to do, Daniel sings the song he and Jan sang at the beginning of the special. Jan joins in, and so do her bandmates. In fact, they were rooting for Daniel to win. So why exactly did they refuse to help Jan out to begin with? Daniel, who had no reason to want to help her, was willing to go to hell with her. And yet, these guys wouldn't help her out because of some union dues. These guys are jerks! The judge and jury are moved by the song and rule in their favor. Needless to say, Beelzebub doesn't take it well. He vows that he won't be as nice the next time and leaves. The special ends with our heroes keeping their souls. Devil and Daniel Mouse is one of the most amazing specials I've ever seen. The songs are very catchy, especially Look Where the Music Can Take You. And I love the fact that Daniel Mouse isn't a lawyer, because that makes his case against the devil more hopeless and more meaningful when he wins. Like Halloween is Grinch Night, Halloween is not mentioned in the special, but it doesn't really matter. It's definitely a product of the 70s with the clothes and the slang, but it's part of its charm. The special would serve as an inspiration for the cult animated movie Rock and Roll. I haven't seen that movie yet, but if it's as good as The Devil and Daniel Mouse, I'd be satisfied. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments section what you guys thinking. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.